How long does it take to wind up an inheritance in Spain? My name is Michael Davis. I'm a Spanish inheritance lawyer. I've been handling wills, probate, inheritance tax, inheritance-related litigation for expats all over Spain and the islands since 1996. So, okay, well, if you have a Spanish will and it is in good order, and you say, for example, have a jointly owned property, bank account, and a car in Spain. This would be a typical scenario for a retired couple in Spain. If you have a will, it would take about, probably on average, about 3 months to wind up the estate from the moment that your lawyer, for example, ourselves, have the death certificate. I'd say 3 months, maximum 4 months, okay? Now, there can be situations in which inheritance procedure can take longer. When? Well, if the Spanish will is badly written, or there are problems, or there is a dispute regarding the inheritance, it can take longer. It will always take longer if there's no Spanish will. In other words, if the Spanish lawyer, myself, we have to rely on an English will to wind up the Spanish estate. We've got to wait for the will in the UK to go to probate, finalize, then we've got to convalidate, and then use all those documents to wind up the estate in Spain. And there can always be problems. For example, if the English will mentions the word trust, there are all sorts of problems can arise. The timescale in this case would definitely be over 6 months, and it's difficult to say how long it would take, because it will depend on the actual exact wording of that English will and how long it takes to go to probate in the UK. Also, if there is no inheritance anywhere, so no will anywhere, again, it can take a long time. How long? It depends. If it's a family where there's a husband, wife team, and a couple of children, jointly children, and the husband passes away, the family line is not too complex, the lawyer will determine which legislation is applicable to the intestate procedure, which is different depending on if it's Spanish law or English law, and then he will get things done. But again, we're talking about then probably a time scale that could go to 6 months, a year. It can be, and these intestate procedures, or these procedures relying on an English will, can also end up taking a very, very long time. It all depends on the wording. If you would like us to give you a time scale for how long it will take to wind up your estate, send us a copy of your Spanish will, of the UK will, if that's what we're going to have to rely on, and book a Zoom consultation with me. We'll go through it all, and then we can perhaps give you a budget and timescale to deal with your Spanish inheritance. Thank you for watching.